back to the daily grind, and y'all know we gotta talk about this. But before we do, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting B-word, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Holy flying flipping flapjacks. Are you guys ready for some combat sports shit sandwich shenanigans? Dana White has hinted at Brock Lesnar's UFC return, and meanwhile Cain Velasquez has hinted at a move to the WWE. So what the hell does that mean? Brock's gonna come back and Cain's gonna go over like some type of weird ass trade? Like, this is a fight people might have wanted to see. Brock vs. Cain tour or some craziness. But no. Cain Velasquez has taken to Instagram in a fucking lucha libre wrestling mask looking like Rey Mysterio Sr. fucking talking about taking Brock Lesnar's WWE title. Fuck out of here, man. Cain Velasquez, fuck off my screen with that shit, dude. Ain't nobody interested in seeing that for real, if I'm just being honest. I don't. I mean, sure, Ronda Rousey went over to the fucking WWE. Do your thug dizzle. You don't want no more smoke in the octagon. We get it. You want to go where, you know, you can probably script your results. You can get a W. You might not get another one in the octagon, at least as far as we know. Who knows, man? We get it. You can have Ronda Rousey. She didn't want to be in our sport anyway, so if you don't want to be in the UFC fans don't want you. So see you, Ronda. But with that being said, Cain Velasquez, we actually want to see you, homie. To my fucking everything I've been hearing, Cain Velasquez is gearing up for a heavyweight return in the UFC. Don't give me no heavyweight WWE title fucking tag team bullshit, dog. You know what I'm saying, man? That's super disappointing. I didn't want to wake up and see that. But let's get back to the UFC. Cain Velasquez and that whole WWE stuff is really a fucking, you know, I just feel fucking like I need to take a shower. You know, I just woke up and took one. I need to take another goddamn shower just for fucking Cain Velasquez. You know what I'm saying? And that Rey Mysterio Sr. mask. But alright, let's get to the real business. Dana White hinting at Brock Lesnar's UFC return. Former UFC champion Brock Lesnar has not competed inside the octagon since failing his drug test at UFC 200, as I said. Now off of his one-year suspension, it would appear the UFC president is offering a hint that the WWE superstar may be making a return to the octagon. You see Brock Lesnar right there in that UFC shirt looking fucking swole. You know what I'm saying? I wonder, well, if this is the thing, though, you have to take into consideration with Brock Lesnar and USADA. He was able to get a USADA exemption for his last fight because they looked at him as like a newer fighter, because whenever he retired or whatever before, Brock Lesnar or USADA wasn't in place. So whenever he came back with USADA, he's looked at as a new fighter. So the UFC is allowed to like waive their drug testing period. But now Brock Lesnar will not be looked at as a new fighter, and he'll probably have to go through 3 months or 4 months of USADA testing before even being allowed to fight in the UFC. And I don't know how Brock Lesnar's going to get past that, unless maybe the UFC looks to get rid of USADA way sooner rather than later, so we can get our fucking stars back, the John Joneses, Brock Lesnar's, all this craziness that can happen. Who knows? I know some people are like, no, we need USADA. But my only thing is, yeah, I like USADA and what they're doing. I'm down for a clean sport. But not if there's fucking big fighters that can beat the loophole. Don't tell me all of the, you know, lower level fighters have to go through these strict ass drug testing, and you got niggas like John Jones at the top that might be able to pass it even if he fails dirty, but we're gonna keep working with him until he can get a fucking clean test. I mean, if you're gonna let some people through, fuck, if USADA's not doing their job right, essentially, because if you're gonna, John Jones is gonna pop twice and it comes to find out neither one was his fault, then you're not doing your fucking job right. If there's all these fighters that are flagging and it's accidental and my dog's chewing on this bone and it's loud as fuck, so I'm about to kick it out of its mouth if you don't chill. No, hold on, Rami, you can take it out there or something, homie. But you get the fucking point, man. USADA, if they're popping fighters and then the fighters are coming back, and Yoel Romero, he got popped. Come to find out, he was clean. It was all it was completely, they went to the store where he got the supplement, and my dog's still crunching. So guess what, homie? You get to go right here. There you go. Alright, go get it. Oh, now he's got to fight another dog quick. The puppy. Alright, but you get the point. That shit was throwing me off. But if USADA's gonna, Yoel Romero, they tested the supplement off the store shelf. It was dirty. So, okay. But now Yoel Romero still looked at as a cheater. John Jones, he's popped twice now. You're gonna tell me both of them was, you know, not his fault? Well, then get the fuck out of here. You're taking away big-ass cards. You just got John Jones stripped. If he's innocent, now we've got a wrongful champion in Daniel Cormier, which I don't know if John Jones is innocent, so I think Daniel Cormier is the rightful champion. But if USADA's fucking up like this and Jon Jones does come back, that means you strip Jon Jones because of nothing. You got him looking like a cheater to half the world because you were wrong. And on top of that, Yoel Romero looks like a cheater thanks to you guys. Oh, don't forget Chris Cyborg popped, and that was therapeutic. So if you're going to keep popping all of these fucking stars and making them look like steroid heads, then just get the fuck on out of the sport. Unless you know what I'm saying. But if it's working, and John, you know, so you guys get my argument on that. But we'll see what happens. That's actually important to this video because Brock Lesnar. A lot of people don't think there's a way in hell he could pass 3 months of random drug testing. So how's he going to come back to the UFC? Who knows? Maybe we'll get that fucking Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar WWE match. I don't know. But if Brock Lesnar does come back, Stipe Miocic makes sense for one of the fights for him. We know Stipe Miocic is going to be fighting Daniel Cormier in a champion versus champion super fight at UFC 226. Whoever wins that fight could be a likely opponent for Brock Lesnar. Now, if Brock Lesnar enters the UFC testing pool right now, maybe by the time Stipe or DC win that fight, Brock Lesnar will have went through that testing period and they'll actually, be able to do it the right way. But we'll see that. I mean, could you imagine a Brock Lesnar with, strict drug testing, USADA super, like what would he even look like? Roy Nelson? I don't fucking know. That would just be crazy. So I don't even know if that's possible, but it's looking like the hints are starting to come, and we've heard about Brock Lesnar's WWE contract being up, coming back to the UFC. So I will say that one last thing, Stipe Miocic's wife went to Instagram to sell the fight for Stipe Miocic. Like, hey, if Brock Lesnar's coming back, we all know that's a money fight, a super fight. Give him the Stiopich. She shared, the Joey Diaz meme whenever to Dana White and Brock Lesnar's picture, and she said, give him the Stiopich. So she's, campaigning for her husband to be able to fight Brock Lesnar. It's a big fight, which means she's probably gonna get, some bags and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The missus, your husband's in a super fight, you get half of that. So it makes sense for her to want the Brock Lesnar fight now. But it is what it is. That would be a fight, but honestly, I know this might sound crazy. I kind of still want to see Lesnar and Ngannou. And it sucks, because I kind of feel like Lesnar would win now. But maybe if he's clean, I don't know. I just don't feel like Lesnar-Stipe is the biggest fight. Maybe it's because, going into the press conference, we know Lesnar and Stipe don't like to talk. Lesnar would be like, yeah, I'm going to drink a beer. Fucking Stipe would be like, yeah, I'm just going to get the job done. Yeah, and I'm going to fucking drink a Coors Light. Man, I can't wait for the fight. Like, yeah, that wouldn't be the entertaining part. It would definitely be the fight, which would be fun. So, yeah, I would like to see the fight part of Stipe versus Lesnar, but I don't know if that's the biggest fight for Lesnar to come back to. Would it be a bigger fight for him to come back in a non-title fight versus a Francis Ngannou or possibly a Cain Velasquez in a warm-up fight before his shot at the title? That's a very real possibility. But if it was up to Stipe Miocic's wife, then the UFC would give Brock Lesnar the steel bitch, as Joey Diaz would say. So, with that being said, I think we've covered enough on this video. We've covered fucking Rey Mysterio Sr., Cain Velasquez talking about going to the WWE. And then, of course, Brock Lesnar's UFC return. And Stipe Miocic's wife would like for her husband, the current UFC champion, to get that super fight. But if not, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who should Brock Lesnar fight on his return? What do you think about Cain Velasquez going to the WWE? Fucking Rey Mysterio Sr. It is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.